Off a day, and welcome to another episode of the Brew Quest. It's been a while. It's kind of been about maybe 2 months since I've actually recorded a video. The last couple of videos I put up have been stuff that I've done right before the holiday season, probably like early December. And I haven't had time. My family was in town for about a month, and I did drink a lot of great beer, but I just didn't have the time or the space to actually record anything. So now I'm trying to pick it back up and get right back into the series. And today's beer is the Berliner Weiss, or the Berliner-Style Weiss. And unfortunately, I couldn't find a just regular Berliner-Style Weiss. Everything that I was looking for, everything that I found was fruited. So today, it's going to be a fruited style Berliner Weiss, and it is by Modern Times, and this is called Octagon City. Now, because of the way this can and the art look, it's going to be hard to sort of like video a lot of it because it's so reflective, and I just do not have the cinematic skills to get this to tone down. Hopefully in the future I'll be better at videography when it comes to doing shiny cans like this. But yes, this is going to be by Modern Times, and on the can it says Berliner-Style Weiss Ale with raspberries, black raspberries, and guava. This is a pint. It is 6.5% ABV, and it is local. Modern Times is a brewery here in San Diego, and I know I haven't really been doing a lot of San Diego beers, but I'm kind of excited to try this. From what I remember, a Berliner Weiss is sort of like a sour-ish beer. It's going to be tart. I'm expecting tart. I've tried Leinenkugel's, was it Berry Weiss? I'm not too sure. I think it's Berry Weiss. But I haven't tried a proper Berliner Weiss yet. And I was just reading this little bit about Berliner Weiss on the BJCP and the craftbeer.com websites. And they basically said it's a wheat beer, primarily around Berlin, the area surrounding Berlin. And while the base beer is not fruited, they do add fruited syrups to the base beer to give it a little bit more sweetness to go with the tartness. And that's pretty much it. I'm not going to put like a quote from any of these places. It's pretty much what they talk about. So enough about talking about this beer. I'm kind of excited to see how this compares to a lot of the other sours I've had. I guess the fruited lambic and maybe the goza. Those are the two that's probably going to be very similar to. The regular Belgian style lambic, I'm not too sure. But I'm kind of excited. Let's open this can up, let's pour this out, let's drink it. I'll be right back after this. Great pour. I can already smell it from here. It's a lot of like a fruity aroma that I'm already getting off this beer. But let's take a look at it real quick. So this kind of looks like a fruit juice. Maybe like a POG, the passion fruit orange guava juice that you can probably find in like a grocery store. It's kind of what it looks like. It's a very like light pink, almost orange, pinkish orange maybe. Yeah, it's very cloudy, you can't see through it. and it looks pretty interesting. Something like not like the framboise, which was like a red, a super red color, but this looks pretty good. Let's give this a nice smell. You definitely get like a malty smell coming off of this. It doesn't smell like super malty like a Scotch ale or like a stout. You do get that smell, like it's definitely a wheat beer. It does smell like a wheat beer with some fruit added. That fruit aroma does come off pretty good, and actually makes it very appealing to me because I love fruit. But yeah, it smells pretty good. I kind of get the guava in it. Raspberries, I'm not too sure. I kind of don't know what like raspberries smell like. I do know what guava smells like because on Guam, guava actually grows naturally or cultivated. You can cultivate guava kind of easily out there. Let's just give this a taste. Cheers. There's not a lot of bitterness in this beer. It is tart. It is slightly on the sour side. Still not as sour as a lambic, but it is more tart than normal. Like I said, not a lot of bitterness. I'm not too sure what kind of hops they use to make this beer. As you're drinking it, you do get that taste, that fruited taste. It did kind of taste the guava, blackberry, and the or the raspberries. I'm sorry. I think they're both raspberries, right? Yeah, both black raspberries and regular raspberries, I guess. They don't really come off as prominent for me. I guess because I've eaten a few raspberries, but I've probably eaten more guava in my life, and I'm more partial to guava tastes. So I can identify that a lot easier. Maybe. Or maybe this beer just comes off as more guava than raspberry. So after drinking some of this, where would I actually put it on my list of styles? Now I'm gonna be honest, it's gonna be, I think, in the middle or kind of high. I know I haven't been drinking a lot lately, but this doesn't, like, if I'm looking at the beers on my top 10, I'm not too sure where I would put it. But let's see. Definitely not the top 5. Number 6 is a fruited lambic, and I think this definitely doesn't get there. I like the fruited lambics a lot more. Maybe it's because of the sweetness. I kind of like this extra sweetness on that. The Goza, I like the sourness in the Goza and the lambic. So this was tart, but it wasn't. I don't know. There wasn't anything special with this style that I really liked. Even though like the wheat beer is actually at number 3 on this list, it doesn't. This is not like my favorite wheat beer style, I guess. I'm not too sure if it's because of the way this beer makes it out to be. I was expecting a lot more fruit to be in this beer, a lot more fruit flavor to come through, but it didn't, and so it's sort of a letdown. But when I look at my top 10, I'm going to try to figure this out. So I think I know where I'm going to put it. So number 12 is Fruit and Field beer, and I think I did that with the Jam Band by Boulevard, and I think I liked that better than I liked... Oh, I know, I like this better than I liked that. Yeah, actually I want to put this right behind the Blonde Ale. So this is going to be coming in at number 12. It's a really good beer. It's something that's right up my alley, especially with the fruit. And I'm looking at some of these other styles on here, and I kind of like this one more than I like those. So yep, coming in at number 12 is the Berliner-Style Weiss, but the fruited version. If I can find a regular base version, I will try that one out as well and compare. But so far, this is not that bad. So yes, thank you for watching. If you like this video, please hit the like button below, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers. A good amount of sour, but I think it needs a little bit more fruit. Oh,